campus has been a controversial issue this year. Kathy and I talked to some people about their opinions of closed campus.
We are going to have a major change in the lunch situation at our high school next year, and the Marriott Corporation will be joining our staff in a support role and basically handling the lunch programs for the entire school district.
Yeah, closing the campus to freshmen did help. They're here, we know where they are and what they're doing for the most part.
There are certainly good arguments for closing the campus. There's a concern on the part of parents and educators that there's always a possibility of some unfortunate things happening when students are off campus at lunch. So
that's just a sample of some of the things you'll be seeing on Wednesday during lunch. So don't forget to watch Closed Campus, The Possibility. In the past 2 years, many changes have been occurring at the high school. This is the first year for the campus to be closed for freshmen during lunch. The case for and against closed campus includes the safety factor, the limited eating space, the responsibility of leaving, and having more unity in classes. Even though everyone has their reason for their beliefs, I talked to several people concerned and got their opinions of closed campus.
I support closed campus for freshmen. I, as the record indicates, do not support it for the other young people. I feel like that is something that should be between those young people and their parent, and I feel like that if parents want their young people to remain on campus, that they themselves should insist upon that happening, and we in turn will work with them and provide a lunch program for those young people that choose to stay. As far as the school saying that young people have to stay on campus, I don't think that's our place. And I think that if we truly are trying to turn out a mature group of young people that can accept responsibilities, we have to work toward giving them responsibility instead of taking them away.
Do you think the campus should be closed totally?
Yeah, I believe that it should be. It'd just be a lot safer environment. We could control it better by having everybody stay in the building during lunch. Once everybody starts leaving, then you have problems of them not being supervised. Not to say everybody needs to be supervised, but some people do.
Do you personally support closed campus?
Yes, I do. If for no other reason than the safety factor. You take your life in your hands if you're in the parking lot at 12:30. Kids leave campus, and granted, some of them do go home for lunch right here in town. Some of them stay here in town and, go to the eating establishments here, but so many more of them don't. And they're driving to Pearland, they're driving to League City, and driving there, eating, and trying to get back all in an hour creates some problems. And we've been very fortunate and very lucky. We've had no more accidents than what we've had. But the question you have to ask yourself, when's that luck going to run out?
Am I happy with the closing of the campus to freshmen? Yes, I am.
Do you think the campus should be closed?
Well, just like other parents and educators in the school district, I have mixed feelings about that subject. There are certainly good arguments for closing the campus. There's a concern on the part of parents and educators that there's always a possibility of some unfortunate things happening when students are off campus at lunch, such as car wrecks or students getting involved in things that they're not supposed to be, drugs, alcohol, whatever. But I also feel that as a parent and as a former campus administrator out there at the high school, that there are some advantages to letting students leave at lunch. I feel like that, particularly now with House Bill 72 and the restraints that students have on them as far as not being able to have auditorium programs and those kinds of things, that the free lunch helps break up the school day. I've had a lot of confidence in our students over the years that they apply themselves very well in the classroom, and so I think it works well from both the students' standpoint and the teachers as far as taking an hour break in the middle of the day. There's just something to be said for the time that it allows teachers to get together all at one time if they need to plan or do something together, faculty meetings, whatever. Also think it allows students the opportunity to socialize some. I do, however, feel that it's a good thing to close the campus to freshmen. Not necessarily as looking at it as a penalty for being a freshman, but I think there's a strong case can be made for the fact that they're new to the campus, and I think it generally takes about a year for a new student to learn their way around, and they're not driving at that point, which means they'd have to get in a car with older students, and I think it's a good idea that freshmen do have, or that they're limited to the campus their freshman year.
How do you feel about closed campus?
I have real mixed emotions about it. I definitely feel like it should be closed for freshmen. There's no doubt about it, because they don't have cars. They do have hitch rides, and you never know who they're with or where they're going. Juniors and seniors, I think, should probably be allowed to go out to lunch. I think if for some reason they chose to let all the children go out, they need to have more than one lunchtime, because it's too crowded, the restaurants are too crowded, and they're hurrying too fast to get back, and it causes them to speed.
I didn't like it this year. I think we should have had the opportunity to be able to go out. It was okay, but we should have been able to have the opportunity, because I know I could have had chances to go out with people and do things and go out to lunch. I know people say freshmen can't drive and stuff, but we could have had opportunities to go out.
How do you feel about closed campus?
Well, I think it's stupid because I think that freshmen should have the same rights that all the other in the high school do.
Have you found many freshmen leaving the campus?
At the beginning of the year we did. Now I'm staying out in the parking lot a lot more at lunch, and I hadn't really caught very many here in the last month, but at the beginning we did have a problem with them.